It is I, Johnny Heikinashi, the great on these Wall Street charts, swinging open the doors to our 21-day prop firm challenge success workshop. And guess what? It's absolutely free. No credit cards needed. This is your golden ticket to mastering the prop firm challenge. Imagine getting your hands on a powerful indicator that will help you get funded, diving into a video game that teaches you how to trade, and receive personal tutoring from yours truly. All without spending a dime. The question I asked you, Grasshopper. Ready for a transformation that books or YouTube videos or online trading video courses can't offer you? Tap that link. Join a community where the ambitious become profitable traders.
Hello, it is I, Johnny Heikinashi, the great futures trader, funded futures trader extraordinaire, and I'm going to pick back up where we started off at and continue this saga. This is going to be the last video of this saga where we're going to go over the charts. We're going to break down these charts, and I'm going to show you how to set up your charts step by step. The secret way to set up your charts, the secret squirrel way, the best way to set up your charts. For those of you who are new to the futures market, and for those of you who have been following this saga, who are Forex traders, who want to just know how to trade your Forex on an honest, legit US broker that's not going to slip you to hell. All right. First off, this is the Freedom Nation I've been telling you guys about. Click the link, join the membership here. Okay. I let people in every 25 at a time and watch this video. It's really important to be one of the most important videos you'll ever watch as a new trader. It's going to save you so much money, so much time, and it's going to open your eyes. It's a documentary based on, essentially based on the trading education industry and prop firms, so that you don't fall victim and you actually have an edge once you watch this video. Okay, now let's open up our NinjaTrader. We're going to pick back up where we left off. As you know, if you didn't watch the previous videos, please go back and watch the previous videos to this saga. Okay, to watch Saga 1. This is Saga 2, where I'm just going to go through how to set up the charts so your charts can look like this. Okay, but I already broke down how to navigate through NinjaTrader simply and efficient and effective. Okay, so as you can see, I pretty much, while I was teaching, I was pressing the button and I was trading, and I was making a pretty decent amount of money, as well as teaching, as well as calling out where the trades, where the market would be going. If you go back and watch the video, you will see that I drew this box here, and I drew this red line here. And as you can see, price went directly to the box, to the red line, and it came down. Go back and watch the video. I did it live. I placed the red line to say that sellers are going to take charge at this point, and they did just that. I said that they would come down and come grab the liquidity down here, and they did just that. I said they would knock out the yesterday's lows and the current lows, and they did just that. And if you go back and watch my video, I did this all live, nothing past tense. Remember, guys, don't be fooled. We have to be smarter than the average goofy out here. Okay, people who try to teach you in past tense, these are horrible teachers. Run for your life. Red flag alert, right? When you buy a course and they're trying to teach you in past tense what the bars look like in past tense, run for your life. You're not going to learn that way. I called this out line for line and told you exactly where the market would go. I showed you how this indicator, this is one of the best indicators you can have. Go back and watch the video. This is a secret sauce that I gave you about this indicator here, how you can use it to help you call your trades. But don't forget what I did say. Indicators are lagging. And before this indicator clearly showed us that the market was going to move down into a downtrend, what did I do? I had already predicted the market before the indicator. So by being able to understand how to read price action, which is what you will learn when you come and join our free community, you will be able to outpace the indicator, right? You'll be able to get into the trade before the indicator does. And then maybe you just use the indicator as something that you can keep in your mind and say, okay, I just want to make sure that the trend continues, right? I got into the trade, I shorted it at the right time, but maybe I want to hold a runner and see how far I can hold it. And so you would look at your indicator for that. But remember, indicators are lagging guys, and they're never going to tell you when to get into a trade. Price action is king and will always be king for us retail traders. The futures market is king for the retail trader who doesn't have, $800,000 to set on fire. All right, now let's get into this. Let's remove these charts. We're going to remove them out of our way, and we're going to start from ground zero. Okay, and I'm going to help you set your charts up the exact way I set my charts up and make all the money I make trading. I think this week I did 10K. So, and I will also do a video on that as well. I'll do a video on the 10K as a recap. All right. Now, I'm not going to break down everything because I already did it before. So we're going to be moving and grooving pretty fast. All right. We go to new. We go to charts. We open up our charts. If I'm moving too fast, go back to the beginning of Saga 1 and watch everything I'm doing. Okay. So as you can see, we have the ability to trade Forex. Okay, you just have to buy the data. I don't buy data for Forex because I don't trade Forex. I buy my data, the CME, and it's only like $5 to $12. I think it is like that per month for the data. All right. So I'll put a link in the description to teach you how to set up your data for your NinjaTrader account. For those of you who just have to continue trading Forex, which I don't know why you would trade such a janky market, but hey, some people are hard-headed. Okay, so the first thing I do, like I said before, we go 750 on the days. We're going to go with my macro chart, which is an 18-minute chart. That's good for intraday. This is sauce. So if you're the kind of guy that only wants to spend 30 minutes in the market, your macro chart shouldn't be any higher. 30 minutes to 2 hours in the market, your macro chart shouldn't be any higher than 18 minutes. Okay, we're going to go down here. I'm getting rid of this. Do not plot because I don't like things on my screen. I don't need the screen to tell me when I took a trade and when I didn't take a trade. I'm recording every single one of my trades, and I go back and replay them at the end of the day or at the end of the week. So I don't need to know when I got in and when I didn't. Also, I upload my trades to TradeZilla, and TradeZilla has this cool little functionality to where once you upload it, I can go back and watch the replay of where I got in the trade and where I got out. All right, so we double check our work. I've already gone over what all this stuff is in earlier modules. Okay, we set it up and shkablammy. Now we have our chart set up. Now let me remove this because this is from the last exercise we did together. All right, so now that that's removed, we have a clean chart. What this represents is we are trading the NQ. This is the time frame that the futures contract is around for, expiration time. All right, we have that set up. We're grooving. We want to set up our charts. We want to make sure they're the way we want them, the way we like them. Next thing I'm going to do is I want to make my life easy. I don't want to have to go here again, open up another one, and do all that stuff I just did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what indicators I like to keep on my charts. So we'll go to the indicators, right click, indicator, boom. And now we go find the indicators that I keep on my charts. These are the only indicators you will ever need on your charts as a retail trader. You want to keep your charts as clean as a whistle. Okay. The less decisions you have to make when you're in fight or flight, the better off you'll be. The more information on your charts, you're going to get swamped with analysis paralysis, and you won't be able to make decisions as quick as you need to make to get into the price, to get the best price for the trade. Okay, nuggets right there. Hope you guys paying attention to that. Apply. All right, I have all my indicators. Now let's say you're a new trader and you can't really determine when the market is sideways or when the market is trending or what the overall trend is for the day. So let's go in and add the 80 EMA. Go back and watch my videos and find out why we use the 80 EMA when you're an intraday trader, meaning you start trading at a certain time, maybe 6 a.m. in the morning to about 1, 2, or 3 o'clock. Okay, we change that. We make it thick, and I'll tell you why we make it thick if I haven't told you already. The reason we make the line thick is because typically the EMA it's not just a line, it's more of an area, right? So when price starts to go around here and move and make moves, I want to either see it break back below or break completely above retest. You know what I mean? Now, I don't use an EMA. I just use price action, but this is for the new traders. It's sometimes it's best for them to have an idea of what's actually going on in the market with an EMA. All right. So now I have all of my charts, but now I want to get my structure chart. Remember, we need 3 charts to trade with at all times. I trade with 4, but 3 is a good place to start. All right. So instead of me having to go set up all this stuff all over again, let me show you a hack. We'll click here, right click, and then we'll go to duplicate the window. It's going to give me the same exact window. Okay. Do you see NASDAQ and 18-minute? All right. Now what I'm going to do is click on here. We've already talked about this in previous exercises, and we're going to turn this into a 6 for our structure chart. This is the chart that I use to find my setup. This is the chart I use to ride the candle, right? So I ride this candle or this candle or this candle, right? I'm trying to ride the candles on my macro chart. Over here, I'm trying to see what's going on inside this candle. I'm trying to look for the setup, the trend, right? So now I have a complete duplicate of this chart here to the side. I'm moving, I'm grooving, I'm all set up, okay? Next, I want one more chart, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to head over to the top like we did before, right click, duplicate window. Now I have a window here. And this chart is going to be 2 minutes. Now these numbers might seem weird. You've probably never seen these numbers before. The typical numbers that every other, educator, the 15, the 5, and the 1 are the 4 hour, the daily, okay, that's what everybody does, and that's why everybody gets jerked. Okay. These numbers are put to my psychology. And once you start working with us, we will dial in your numbers to your psychology. Your time chart numbers, that's another nugget. Write it down. The time frames you trade have everything to do with your trading psychology and nothing to do with what the market's doing. The market's going to do whatever it's going to do, regardless to whether you're there or not. The time frames you see me trading on, a 18, a 6, a 2, and a 15 second, they all have to do with me. But there is a magical equation that we go over in our community so that you will know the magical equation number to figure out what charts you should be trading on. Okay. But it has to do with your psychology. So if you're wondering, like, I've never seen anyone trade on a 2 minute, a 15 second, a 18, and a 6 that doesn't even, why would he trade on the 6? Why won't he trade on the 5? It's my psychology and it's our numbers that we use in our algorithmic trading strategy. All right. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to add remember what it's called, guys? Chart trader. This is the buttons. This is the buttons we need to make all the magic happen. All right. So at this point, let's say I don't want this EMA on my macro chart or my structure chart. Well, I'm just going to go here to indicators. I'm going to come down and I'm going to get rid of that EMA. Let's remove it. EMA is gone. Shablammy. All right. And I don't want it on my structure chart either, because like I said, more decisions, more data is not always good. You need as little as data as possible for you to make a very simple decision. The thing that we do as human beings is we make things super complicated that are not complicated. Guys, the market does three things. It goes sideways, it goes up, and it goes down. And if I can get your mind to accept that and accept the fact that trading is essentially easy, once you've practiced enough, you're on your way. All right. So I just showed you how to remove the EMA. Let's say we'll keep it here. We'll keep it on the smaller time frame and we'll work with it there. Okay. We have everything we need now. Now let's say, for example, there are traders that typically like to trade two or three different instruments. So let's say you're a trader who likes to trade NASDAQ and you like to trade SPY or S&P 500. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down here and you're going to go to the add tab. And what that's going to do is that's going to give me any one of these charts that I want on this particular window here. Okay, watch. I'm going to click down here and I'm going to add the S&P 500, which is ES. Boom. And I'm going to do the same thing I did before. 750, which means 750 days of data for us people who like to look back and find out what happened in the market. And we're going to turn this into a 6 because this is our 6-minute structure chart. And we're going to go down here to do not plot. Now, if you like markings on your charts to show when you got in and got out for whatever reason, just keep it on text and mark it. But it doesn't make sense to me because when you do want to see that, all you have to do is just go back and you can change this and those markings will show up and then you can take them off again. But for now, we'll go with do not plot because that's how Sensei rolls. Okay. It's loading up to 700 days right now. And boom, we have a brand new, fresh, clean chart for the ES. Okay. Now, let me give you another hack. Okay. We have a fresh new chart, but I want my indicators on the ES. I want the same indicators on the ES that I use on the NQ. There are traders who have a all-around indicator system for every single instrument. They don't change anything about it. All right. So let's say you're that kind of person. All right, cool. Now, guys, I want you to see how easy and almost fun and simple it is to work in the NinjaTrader platform opposed to MetaTrader. MetaTrader is garbage. All right. And I haven't even gotten to the saga where I'm going to teach you guys how to go back and practice in simulation mode where we can go back and practice the day, how the day happened. All right, here we go. That's called market replay, by the way, in NinjaTrader. And NinjaTrader by far has the best market replay out of all platforms. Okay, now we're going to go here because we want to duplicate all of our indicators. You can see I would have to go back to indicators and put all those indicators back on the chart. See, I have no indicators there, right? All right, I don't feel like doing that. I'm a work smarter, not harder kind of guy. That's why I'm a trader. So I'm going to click, right click, and look what I can do. I have duplicate tab in new window, which what that would do is that would duplicate the entire tab and give me a new window. Look, boom. Okay. And then I can do this. And I switch over to the ES. And guess what? I got all my indicators with me, right? I can do that. But now look, I have a whole extra window. I didn't want a whole extra window, all right? I just wanted to have another window so I can click from here to here quickly, right? Okay, so I go here and I just I duplicate in a new tab. Duplicate to new tab, come up to here, to the instrument, select the instrument, ES, or some would say SPY, okay, S&P, boom. And I have my indicators and I'm good to go and I can click from here to here to here, all right? And now let's say you're like, okay, but do I click over here to submit for the ES? No, what you're going to do is you're going to come up here and you're going to open an entirely new chart trader. On this entirely new chart trader, you would then be able to, once you select your instrument, see how this instrument says NQ. You come over and you make sure that this is selected to the ES. Okay, it's ES here, and ES here. Once it says that, then you can submit an order by pressing the button or left clicking and coming here let's see, let's buy the bid, sell the ask. Okay, boom. And you can put your order there. Okay, just like that. Okay, with a right click or like that, boom, or you can hit the exit button. It's probably not going to go anywhere because right now the market is closed. And it kind of like, it doesn't like that. As you can see, there's no data because the market is closed right now. However, you'll be able to enter the trade just like that, okay? Now that you're able to enter the trade just like that, when you enter the trade, you're entering on this chart here is the ES, and this chart is NASDAQ. Now, so that you don't get confused, I would suggest that you change the color of maybe your candlesticks, which I've already showed you how to do, or change the background, which I've already showed you how to do in other videos. Change the background so that you know that when this chart is up and you're trading two different instruments, maybe this is white, your mind can quickly understand that, hey, the ES moves different than the NQ. They have a different momentum. They have different feels. It's almost as if you had a white girlfriend and you have a black girlfriend. They're both going to have different vibes. Their vibes are not going to be the same. And the movement of the market is not going to be the same. So you want to make sure that your mind can decipher real quickly what to expect from the white one and what to expect from the black one or the dark one. Okay. All right. So now let's go over some common indicators that you might use when you're first starting to work on NinjaTrader. Now that you know how to add, the chart trader and make moves and things like that. Typically what most people do when they trade, they use this tool line for those people who like to draw trend lines and so forth. It's simple. All you have to do is click it here and then draw your line. Click the button just as if you were on TradeView or any other company. You can also use your hotkeys function. Okay, boom. All right. And it'll allow you to draw your levels with a hotkey without having to go to the top of the page, selecting it and pulling it down. Okay. So that's just something for you to keep in mind. They have the arrow, right? I use the hotkey for this one. For those of you who are ICT people, a lot of you guys are going to be looking for your order blocks or what have you. Okay. Shablammy right there. All right. So you can draw there. Now, when you want your drawings to show up on a chart that is, you're putting your drawings, your levels or whatever you want to call them on your charts. And it may be, maybe you want to put a line here to display that the sellers have taken charge at this point. And let's change the color. Now, for me, when you work with me and I tutor you, I'm going to teach you my colors. I'm going to teach you how to color coordinate things because we want trading to be as A, B, C, E, F, G. We want trading to be like today's rap. Oogie, woogie, moogie, moogie, car, far, bar, smell, tar, like, car, monkey, har, right? We don't want, DMX. We don't want Nas. We don't want Jay-Z complicated. We want mouse, house, cows, house, pouse, rouse, fi, like the dumb rappers today that are not lyricists, they're not poets because they're quite stupid. This is what we want. We want our charts to look like stupid, right? So that when our mind is not in the proper place where it needs to be and we're under pressure or maybe we're swinging the bat harder than we normally do, we need to still recognize what's going on when our brain is in fight or flight, when our brain is in monkey mode, when reptilian mind tries to take over, okay? So what I do is I will have you start color coordinating things so that you can remember why the line is there to begin with and what it represents. So since this is on my higher time frame, the red color you see is going to be a darker red. So when I'm looking at it on other time frames, now we go here to priority. So when I'm looking at it on other time frames, like I'm doing right now, and what I do is I make it bigger because if it's on a higher time frame, I want my mind to say, put some respect on that because look how thick it is and look how dark it is. That's coming from a higher time frame, right? So we put that line there and now look, it's on every single chart except the ES chart because what you draw on the NQ is not going to show up on the ES, okay? So we have to switch, okay? Now, as you can see, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, this is a major selling point. And if I were to think about getting into the market, if I'm waiting for a pullback, maybe I missed this breakout here and I'm waiting for a pullback and I start to see them pull back and continue to start to move down, I'm thinking to myself, wow, gee willikers, Batman. They didn't even get close to coming back to retesting this. They stayed 75, 74 ticks away. Or for you guys who trade Forex, that'd be pips. They couldn't even bring it to here, and they already got turned around and start going down. That's momentum range analysis. That's momentum slope analysis. The momentum is picking up to the downside. So I'm okay with taking the trade. I feel like this will be the end of the pullback, especially getting rejected on this level here. All right. You want to know what level this is? Let me show you. You click on it, go to priorities. I think I went over this in the earlier one, but scroll down and you'll see what colors were those. Well, that was the purple. Okay, so that was purple. So that was the current low, the prior close. So purple is prior close. That was prior close. So that would have been two confluences to let me know, hey, this was a retrace, this was a pullback, and maybe it might be time to get back in. They got rejected. They didn't even come close to coming back up here where the sellers really took off. And probably all in this area here is where the big banks and institutes have their money. Let's put a circle around it for those of you who don't remember how to draw a circle. Their orders are all up in here. Let's copy this. Control copy, Control V, Control C, Control V. Their orders are all in here at the moment, right? So they got orders all within this section and they're going to make money all the way to the downside. And as you can see, the second time they tried their pullback, they didn't even come close to this area. They didn't even come close to the, what was this? The prior close? Was it? It was the prior close, right? Or was it the prior open? Let's look at it again. I forgot already. Properties, open, scroll down, a prior close. Okay. So the second pullback, after this pullback, they didn't even come. And as you can see, they picked up more momentum. Let's see. This one was 74 from here to here. So from here, where did they go? They came down here. Okay, they went with the pullback, and then they came here. They fell short. Okay, 27. They stayed 27 ticks below this area where I would say a lot of people got afraid and started selling off their stuff, and the fear kicked in real heavy right here. So all people who started to sell are bought down here, are bought here, thinking the market was going to keep coming up. They started to freak out and started selling here heavy. And the people who are smart traders started to take advantage of this, and they began to short the market, and their stops are here and here. Who cares where our stops are? Think about where they would put their stops and see if those areas are protected. I'm sorry, I'm not even supposed to be teaching. See, this is how much I love this, y'all. This is how much I love being an educator, and I love the markets. I'm not even supposed to be teaching. I'm just supposed to be showing you these tools. So you see how this tool works. This is the measurement tool. We use that a lot. Okay. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. I can't remember if I went over what these numbers are, but pretty much everyone knows what these numbers are. I don't care to know what they are or how much they are or how far they need to move before I make money, because essentially what I do when I'm trading is I don't pay attention to how much money I'm making. I pay attention to the number of ticks. Okay. Then that way greed, it helps me with my ability to face greed. Greed is an enemy of mine. And so for me, I more so like to just see how many ticks I'm accumulating in the market, how many ticks I'm down, how many ticks I'm up. So I don't really care about all this over here because I can always use a ruler. And to me, the ruler is faster. What else could I show you that you would need to typically use on here? I showed you horizontal. Let me show you how to lock. You might be a butterfingers, right? You might be the kind of person that moves all around and you're, oh man, Now you got to go back and look at higher time frames and figure out where this level actually was, right? So to prevent that from happening, what we want to do is you can lock. Boom, lock right there. Okay, and what that'll do is it'll lock the drawing that you put on the computer, and you cannot move it. Okay, you have to unlock it, and then you can delete it to remove it. Okay, but it's not going to move on its own. Let's see, what else would people be typically doing who are new to NinjaTrader and just starting out? I think I've pretty much covered everything for you guys to end this saga off of how you can get your charts set up and running. If you look here, you'll see that we do have the Forex market. However, I don't have any data, so no charts will get pulled up. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description for you guys of the video that will show you how to do that. What else could I show you that would benefit you? That would be a nugget and a shortcut, so you don't have to work so hard at setting up these charts. Oh, you're going to need to know how to save this. The cool thing about it is when you click the out button here, NinjaTrader will ask you if you want to save it. It's very simple. Yes. And then you write what you want to call it, and then it saves it for you. And every time you open your charts will pop up just like this, and you won't have to do anything else. And that's pretty awesome. I love that for NinjaTrader. This might annoy you, right? All these indicators on the top of the screen. Well, let me show you how to remove that. You're going to go here. It's quite simple. Back to indicators. Okay, and let's say we want to remove bar timer. Okay, so we're going to click on bar timer. We're going to come over to here where it says label. We're going to go to bar timer. We're going to highlight it, and we're going to delete it. Then we're going to apply. Okay, as you can see, bar timer's gone. Let's just go and get rid of most of them so you can see. Once again, indicators. Okay, let's go to price line. And we're going to go to label. And let's delete that and apply. Okay, see how it's getting more cleaner? It's getting a lot cleaner. You might like your charts really squeaky clean. Okay, you're not into that. Indicator. All right. So we did price line. Let's do this one. Label, highlight, get rid of it. Okay. Come to this one. Highlight, get rid of it. Come to this one. Label, highlight, get rid of it, apply. Okay. We have no more list of indicators at the top. See how these are here? Those are there. We don't have them anymore. Okay. So maybe you're the kind of person, you're like me. You want your charts as clean as a whistle. Okay. Other than that, I'm going to have to say it's a wrap on this saga. I hope I've given you everything you needed. If you have any questions, please type them below. I read all of my comments. Make sure you subscribe, but most important than subscribe, make sure you come and join the community. It's only available to 200 people for free. That's it. We sell this video game software to prop firms and hedge funds. And this is one of the first times we're putting it out to retail traders. So it's a great opportunity right now. And I will not give it away for free forever. So I suggest you take action, like a trader. Take action immediately. Remember, if you want to do it, you can do it. Take your time and do it right. You can do it. You can get your money right. It is I, Johnny Heikinashi, the great funded futures trader on these Wall Streets.